I never thought I had to make a video like this, warning people of the dangers, the true dangers, of what Donald Trump is planning to do. But apparently, people are still not, I hate to use the phrase, woke to the danger of what Donald Trump represents. What I'm about to quote to you is a Washington Post article, well, at least parts of it, that Donald Trump is planning to end our constitutional republic if he's ever reelected to office. Donald Trump and his allies have begun mapping out specific plans for using the federal government to punish critics and opponents should he win a second term, with the former president naming individuals he wants to investigate or prosecute, and his associates drafting plans potentially invoking the Insurrection Act on his first day to allow him to deploy military against civil demonstrations. Make no mistake of what I just read in that first paragraph. This man wants to deploy the United States military, violating the Posse Comitatus Act, against people who have civil demonstrations, who use our First Amendment rights. All the while, him screaming about gag orders during his trials are violating his First Amendment rights. He wants to violate First Amendment rights against civil demonstrations. Moving on in this next paragraph, in private, Trump has told advisors and friends in recent months that he wants the Justice Department to investigate one-time officials and allies who become critical of his time in office, including former Chief of Staff John F. Kelly and former Attorney General William Barr, as well as his ex-attorney Ty Cobb and former Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman General Mark Milley, according to people who have talked to him, who, like others, spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe his private conversations. Trump has also talked about prosecuting officials at the FBI and Justice Department, a person familiar with the matter says. So basically, he's going after the people who talked about him, who expressed their opinions about him as President of the United States. That's not law enforcement. That's called revenge. Moving on, in public, Trump has vowed to appoint a special prosecutor to, quoting Trump, go after President Biden and his family. The former president has frequently made corruption accusations against him that are not supported by available evidence. He's just going to go after him, go after President Biden and his family, though you got no proof that they've done anything wrong. To facilitate Trump's ability to direct Justice Department actions, his associates have been drafting plans to dispense with 50 years of policy and practice intended to shield criminal prosecutions from public considerations. Critics have called such ideas as dangerous and unconstitutional. Make no mistake about the portions of this article that I've read. Donald Trump is threatening to end American democracy, all because he lost in 2020, all because he can't handle the fact that not everyone in this country knelt to him during his administration, except for his hardcore, I want to say soldiers, but I shouldn't even call them soldiers because that's an insult to true soldiers. His hardcore Trumpers who have, on a continual basis, said that they're ready to kill for him. Now, I can attest to that personally. I have seen for the last 3 years, and now with 1 year before the next election, the next presidential election, Donald Trump's followers are willing to kill for him. This is essentially giving them the green light. What really bothers me, and what should scare you as it scares me, is if this man comes back to power, the United States of America, the laws that govern this country, the freedoms that we enjoy day in and day out, whether we know it or not, will be gone. Deploying the United States military to patrol American streets, that will take us directly to becoming the banana republic that Donald Trump says we're returning into because he's not the president of the United States. Trump doesn't care about the Constitution, as so many Republicans out there want to scream their heads off that they do, which they don't. Trump doesn't care about the law. For Christ's sake, this guy went into a courtroom to testify, and he couldn't shut his mouth for 5 seconds. He couldn't even answer a single question the prosecution came at him with without going off on a tirade that is everything's rigged against him. This is a persecution and whatnot. The judge himself came close to should have held him into contempt. His own attorney, Alina Habba, went outside the courtroom and turned a statement of the trial into a political ad. This man wants to destroy democracy because he lost the election in 2020, because not all of us are willing to worship at his feet like he says he wants to. Now, the people he named that he wants to prosecute and investigate, Ty Cobb, John Kelly, Joe Milley, Billy Barr, no one should have any illusions of that. See, these men served with Trump during his administration. These men know firsthand what kind of a danger this man really is. And now he wants to go after them for simply telling the truth of what they are, of what Donald Trump is. But what is it? Does it stop with them? He's already said he wants to go after the FBI and the Justice Department. But where's it going to stop? Is it going to continue on to other officials in his administration if he's reelected? If they say, Mr. Trump, if they say something as merely as, Mr. Trump, maybe we should do this instead of that. You want to lock him up for suggesting something else? And where's it going to stop? Are you going to start prosecuting media correspondents, MSN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, Fox? Well, maybe not Fox News because they still suck your dick, but more to the point, and more importantly, are you going to start prosecuting people who make YouTube videos like I do, pointing out the inhumanity and unconstitutionalness of what you are trying to do, Trump? You're going to prosecute me? You're going to lock me up? You're going to kill me? You already got 5 or 6 dozen people out there that want me dead. You already got 5 or 6 dozen people who want to destroy my name. Just 2 days ago on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, this jackass, this Joe Rowan, posted this photo. Now, obviously, you know I'm not a sex offender or a pedophile, but this man faked a wanted sex offender post. And why did he do that? Because he's a Trumper. And I called him out on it when he was commenting about being an alpha male on Nick Adams's Twitter page. These are the lengths that these Trumpers will go in order to please Donald Trump. Even the end of our country, the destruction of our constitutional republic, the destruction of the United States Constitution, the destruction of the people. And they're going to do it all in the name of Donald Trump. And the civil war that these people are itching for, the civil war that one person just a couple of hours ago, before I made this video, are screaming for, is going to happen because not all of us Americans are going to bow to Donald Trump. We're not going to step by and say, no, let's let it happen. It's only 4 years. No. And before anyone's out there, any Trumper wants to twist my words saying that I'm calling for civil war, I am not. I'm trying to prevent a civil war. If a fight comes, I'm ready to fight. But why go looking for it? Especially for the stupidest of reasons. The first civil war after the founding of our nation was fought over freedom, justice, equality, and the end of slavery. The second civil war that these Trumpers want to start, that Trump himself wants to start, is about him. Not about the Constitution, not about freedom, not about justice, just him. And I think that's exactly what he and his followers want. And damn whoever gets killed in the process. Donald Trump's suggestions I just read to you in this article will end our constitutional republic. We are exactly 1 year from the 2024 election, and I've just received information that Donald Trump is leading in key states. We need to get out and vote. Get out and get our families, our friends to vote. Expose them to the truth. Share the videos I am making. Share the videos that other people out there who are fighting against Donald Trump are making. Because if this man gets back into office, this country will burn. And it won't be because of a terrorist attack like September 11, 2001. It won't be because of a government that's supposed to be for the people, of the people, and by the people. It will be because of one person, and that person is Donald John Trump. Do not let that happen. CTP, you know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.